The United Nations World Food Programme says it is short of $500 million in funding needed to address food shortage in South Sudan. According to the agency, the majority of South Sudanese are now food insecure due to violence in some parts of the country and the impact of climate change. Amid the prevailing situation, South Sudan authorities said they are now requesting support from Asian countries such as Bangladesh and India. Now, here's more details of that in this report.
There is not enough food for South Sudan. That stark warning comes as violence and conflict continue to devastate the region. The UN says more than 300,000 people have arrived in South Sudan, fleeing conflict in Sudan, and there is not enough food to feed them.
Conflict in Sudan is also disrupting markets in South Sudan and the cross-border flow of food and fuel. So we're seeing increases in prices in markets that would rely on trade routes from Sudan into South Sudan. And of course that makes food unaffordable for more people.
Many here were depending on food imports from Sudan. However, from mid-April this year, the violence in Sudan means instead of food supplies coming into South Sudan, it is mostly people. Aid agencies say the biggest challenge now is in planning because more and more people keep arriving from Sudan every day. WFP says the lack of funds is making it difficult to provide food aid to those who are in need.
We are faced with very acute funding shortages. In fact, over the next 6 months, we are short of $500 million in our budget. That means that we are reducing the number of people that we can assist. The people that we are assisting are only receiving half rations.
South Sudan's government says it is now seeking support from Asian countries such as Bangladesh and India.
From now, let's say, to the end of the year, situation will get worsening if there is no any more support that we are getting as the government and as partners.
Flooding has also led to an increase in the number of cases of intercommunal violence as cattle keepers and farmers clash over land. The UN says unless violence is halted, South Sudan is likely to continue to face acute food shortage. Patrick Oyet, CGTN, Juba, South Sudan.